Have you ever stopped to think about the names of the streets you walk every day? Street names often hold fascinating stories and reflect the culture of a place. Today, we're going to dig deeper into the hidden history behind street names. From historical figures to local legends, each name tells a story worth exploring. Some street names celebrate achievements, while others commemorate struggles and events. So what secrets are hiding behind the names of the streets in your neighborhood? Street names didn't originate in modern times. Their history dates back to ancient civilizations. In ancient Rome, for example, roads were named to honor important military victories and leaders. Similarly, in ancient Greece, streets were often named after deities and significant philosophical figures. These naming conventions served practical purposes, helping citizens navigate and recognize important places. Over time, as societies evolved, so did the significance of street names. Medieval cities also adopted unique street names, often characterizing trades or professions of inhabitants. For instance, Baker Street indicates the presence of bakers, while Butcher Row shows where butchers worked. This practice reflects the economy and daily life of the community, serving as both identification and knowledge. Street names are in many ways a living history, connecting us to the past. Street names often reflect the culture and traditions of a region. In some cases, street names honor local heroes, artists, or influential personalities significant to the community. In many cities, immigrant communities have influenced street naming, bringing their traditions and languages. For example, in areas with large Italian populations, you might find streets named after famous Italian monuments or regions. Native American names can also be seen, honoring the rich heritage and history of indigenous peoples. In urban areas, street names may also reflect the political landscape, commemorating movements or significant events. Festivals and celebrations often inspire temporary street names during specific events, showcasing community spirit. In some cultures, unique naming conventions can include metaphoric names that describe landscape features or characteristics. Ultimately, street names provide a unique lens through which to view the cultural tapestry of a community. Let's delve into some of the most iconic streets across the globe and the stories behind their names. First, we have Wall Street in New York City, known as the financial epicenter of the world. The name Wall Street stems from a physical wall built by Dutch settlers to protect against pirates and Native American attacks. Next, we have the famous Champs-Élysées in Paris, a street synonymous with luxury and culture. The name translates to Elysian Fields, reflecting its connection to French history and mythology. In London, Oxford Street is recognized for its shopping and vibrant atmosphere. The street is named after the University of Oxford, symbolizing educational heritage and urban growth. Moving on to Abbey Road, famous for the Beatles and its iconic zebra crossing. The name originates from the nearby abbey founded in the medieval period, adding historical depth to its modern fame. These famous streets hold cultural significance and tell stories of the places they inhabit. In modern times, street naming conventions are influenced by various factors such as historical significance and local culture. Local governments often have guidelines that dictate how streets should be named, ensuring consistency and clarity. Community input plays a crucial role, with citizens often invited to suggest names for new streets. Factors such as honoring local figures, cultural references, and geographical features are commonly considered. In some cities, themes are applied to street naming to create a cohesive identity, like all streets named after trees. Urban planning departments analyze traffic flow and accessibility to determine the practicality of street names. Public parks and landmarks are sometimes included in street names to promote local pride and awareness. Ultimately, modern street naming is about balancing tradition with contemporary needs, creating spaces that reflect the community. Have you ever heard of some truly unusual street names? For example, who wouldn't find Pigeon Droppings Road amusing? Or consider Dull Street in Scotland, which ironically contrasts with its vibrant local community. In the United States, there's Why Worry Lane, which makes one ponder about life's concerns. Countries like Australia feature Whoop Whoop Road, adding a touch of humor to navigation. These quirky names often reflect local humor and charm, making them memorable and enjoyable. Have you ever wondered about the stories behind the street names in your own neighborhood? Every street name carries a unique tale, often linked to local history, families, or events. Take a moment to look around. You might find intriguing connections to your community's past. Perhaps there's a street named after a local hero or an event that shaped your town's identity. Communities often come together to share stories that help keep their history alive. Imagine the tales that could be shared, enriching your understanding of the place you call home. Consider researching your own street name. You might uncover surprising and delightful anecdotes. Engaging with the stories behind your local street names fosters a deeper connection to your community. Today, we uncovered the fascinating stories behind street names from around the world. From ancient histories to quirky modern names, every street tells a unique tale. We hope this journey inspires you to explore the names in your own neighborhood. Don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating facts and stories about everyday life. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to share more intriguing content with you.